Hi everyone, my name is Marina and I'm very happy to see you here on my YouTube channel. Today we have a slow yoga flow, focusing on full body stretches, mainly side body stretches, easy back bends and hip stretches. So whenever you are ready, let's come together and we'll begin in child's pose. So you can take a regular child's pose with your arms extended forward or alongside your body, or might be follow along with me, hands prayer position, and finding just a little additional stretch through the shoulders. Bring your forehead towards the floor, sink your hips down towards the heels. Close your eyes and notice that with every single breath, you begin to bring all of your attention into your body and onto the yoga mat. Away from everything that happened early in your day, everything that you have to accomplish for the rest of your day, and really allowing yourself a little break, being fully aware of what's happening in your body, fully present in this moment, and noticing how your body is reacting to every single stretch. Let's take a little longer here as we set the intention for this practice. Intention is a gentle reminder why we choose to step onto the mat today. What is really important to us today? What can we change within our attitude, within our way of thinking, so that it will allow us to live the rest of the day feeling happier, a little bit more content, at peace. So a few more deep, slow breaths. Beautiful. Now reach your arms forward. We'll be moving between child's pose and the tabletop position. So as we come up, we'll try to lift through the chest, tailbone up. Now exhale around the back and sit the hips back and down towards the child's pose. A few more times. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale. Two more times, bringing this beautiful fluid movements into the back. And inhale, reach forwards, tabletop. Bring your knees under your hips, hands under the shoulders. Let's go with a few rounds of cat and cow. Inhale, melt the stomach down, open through the chest, tailbone up. Exhale, round the back. Inhale. Follow your own rhythm, your own speed. As we exhale, push the floor away, spread the shoulder blades wider apart. Every time looking for a deeper arch through the back. Hands are actively pushing the floor here. One more round. And back into the tabletop. Shift the weight into the left hand. Sweep through the right arm up, drawing a big circle. Wrap the right arm behind your back. Open through the chest. Draw the right shoulder backwards. And inhale, reverse the circle. Bring it down. Inhale, sweep through the left arm up. Rotate. Open through the chest. Wrap the left hand behind your back. Twist, open right hand is actively pressing into the floor. And reverse the circle forward. 2 more times on each side. Inhale. Wrap the arm behind your back. And release forward. Left side. And one more time on each side. Lift, open. Remember about intention that you put in every single pose, every single stretch. Release. Walk your hands a little further forward, as if we are going for the puppy stretch, but this time we'll extend to the side. So walk as far to the side as feels comfortable to you. Now I'm extending to the right side. I might choose to bring the right forearm down and really focusing on the stretch that we are creating through the left side of the body. Stretch is running through the shoulder, through the chest, really feeling like a cat. Beautiful. Come through the center. Let's try to do it on the other side. I know it's less traditional, but really feels good. So here I'm extending to the left. Left forearm can come down. Right hand is reaching as far forward as we can. The hips are pushing and sinking back. Oh, beautiful stretch through the right side. Wonderful. Come back forward and into the tabletop position. Now, once again, reach your left hand forward and try to sink through this part closer towards the floor. Whew. Feeling like a beautiful stretch through this part. A little bit twisting to the right. Left hand is grabbing onto the mat with the fingers. Now place the left elbow down, bend and place the hand behind your head. Now your head is pressing onto the wrist, and that gives an immense stretch through the tricep, through the back of the arm. Hold it here. Breathing. 1, 2, 3. Head is pressing the wrist down. 4, 5. Release and slowly come out. That really felt intense for me. Stretches through this part of the arm. Let's try it on the other side. So Reach the right hand forward, spread the fingers, grab onto the mat. You can keep your left elbow bent and now try to sink down and a little twist to the left. You can always slightly move, slightly adjust, looking for the best stretch. Wonderful. Now release the right elbow down, bend, bring the right hand behind your head, ooh, and press the head onto the knuckle of the wrist. You'll feel the stretch through the tricep running all towards the armpit. Hold it here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. God, sometimes we don't even understand how much tension is in the body until we begin to stretch. Wonderful. Sit the hips onto the heels. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Squeeze the shoulder blades closer together. Lift up through the chest. Feel the space that you create across the collarbones. Wrap your hands around your back. Pull them forward around the side of your waist. Hug the elbows in. You're already feeling the stretch through the top of the left shoulder. Now let's extend the head the same direction where the hands are, adding a neck stretch. Notice if you lift through the chin up, or if you tuck the chin, the stretch becomes absolutely different. So hold it where it feels best for you. Come up, extend the arms back. Let's change the sides. Wrap your arms around the back, pull the hands forward, hug the elbows in, and extend the head in the same direction where your hands are. Reach through the head up, extend your arms back, and release. So for the side body stretch now, slide your hips to the side, so you're no longer sitting on your heels, you're sitting especially with your right hip down onto the mat. And now extend in the opposite direction to the left, feeling a beautiful stretch through the right side of your body. Might be running through the stomach, open through the chest up. A few deep breaths here. Your left hand can be on the floor or might be towards the right knee. And inhale, slowly come out. Let's change the sides. So move the hips onto the opposite side. Sit down onto the mat and extend into the opposite direction. Try to keep the chest open. Lift up through the heart. So right hand was on the floor. Now let's try to grab right hand onto the left knee and use this as a leverage to lift up through the chest even more and find more extension through the left side of the body. I feel a beautiful stretch through the obliques, deep core muscles, psoas. and slowly come up. Let's come forward onto the hands and knees one more time. A little wider stance, and we'll continue with a few circles through the hips. Start small, and then moving somewhere between the child's pose and cobra. A few times the opposite direction. Wonderful. Lift up onto your feet. Walk your hands towards the feet into the easy standing forward fold with the knees bent. You can slowly walk the feet in place, bending into one knee at a time. Creating the stretch through the back of the legs. Your hands can be on the shins, on the thighs. And then hands onto the opposite elbows. Relax your head down and swing the body from side to side. Bring the hands towards the mat. Wiggle your feet a little wider apart. Lower the hips as close to the mat as possible for you today. And first a few wiggles, rocking in this yogic squat position. Opening the knee a little bit farther to the side. And then if you're ready, finding the stillness. To modify, you can always put a block under your hips or lift the hips up higher. Let's interlace the fingers. Bring the hands behind the head. Now tuck the chin to the chest and put some pressure with your hands onto the back of your head for another stretch through the back and through the neck. Let's try it out. Keep opening the knees out to the sides. Slowly lift up, release the clasp of the hands, walk your hands forward. We're coming up into the first downward facing dog. If it feels good, choose to walk the feet in place, shift the hips from side to side. Let's hold it here for a few breaths. With the next inhale, reach through the right leg up, bend the knee and give it a few circles. Circling through the right knee, forward and lifting back and up. Inhale, lift through the right leg up. Come up high on the left tippy toes. Keep the right leg straight and active. And now slowly bring the left knee down towards the mat, tabletop. Right leg is extended, parallel with the floor, hips are squared. Beautiful, open through the hips. And now reach the right leg out to the side. Hold it here for a moment, the glutes are screaming. And bring the right leg down to the side. Open through the right toes up. Finding this inner thigh stretch on the right leg. Lift up through the chest. Flex into the right foot. Sit the hips down. And lift back up. Might be slide the right foot a little farther away for more of a stretch. Sit the hips down. Ooh, feeling it. And lift up. Inner thigh. One more time. Sit the hips down. Keep the foot active. The right knee is facing towards the ceiling. And lift up. Wonderful. Now open through the right arm up. Exhale, release. Open through the left arm up. And this open twist gives us a beautiful inner thigh stretch. Right toes, right knee up. Hold it here for a little longer. 1, 2, 3. Bring the left hand down. Now walk your hands all the way to the right, towards the right foot. And we look for the stretch through the left side. Sink closer to the floor, feeling even more stretch through the inner thigh on the right side. Come back forward and move over to the left into a gate pose. Now you can flip the right foot towards the floor. Left hand down onto the mat. And exhale, sit the hips down, wave-like movement forward as you come towards the mat. Let's do this 2 more times. Inhale, lift, push the hips forward. Stretches running through the right side. And exhale, sit down and fold forward. One more time. Inhale, lift. And from here, slowly lift up to standing on the left knee. Ooh, lots of core work. Bring the hands on the opposite elbows and slightly extend backwards as you push the hips forward. Come back to the center. Step your right foot forward. Coming into the low kneeling lunge. Sink the hips down, open through the chest up. Beautiful hip stretch. Just a few more breaths here. Inhale, unclasp the hands and lift up. Exhale, the hands are not touching the floor, sweep them back and move towards the half splits. 2 more times. Inhale, lift up. Exhale towards the half splits, flex the right foot. One more. Inhale, low kneeling lunge. Exhale, half splits. Now you can place the hands to the mat and hold it here just for a moment. Inhale, shift forward. Step back into the plank. We'll go through the first vinyasa. Knees might be chest and chin to the mat. Inhale, lift up, cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Let's try it out on the other side straight away. Inhale, lift through the left leg up, bend the knee, open through the hips and begin to circle it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale through the left leg up. Come up high on the right tippy toes. Keep the left leg active, straight, engaged. Slowly bring the right knee down. Coming into tabletop position. Open through the hips and draw the left leg to the side. Hold, hold, and release it down. From here, point the left toes up, left knee up, flex the foot. Might be I'll come out of the mat. Lift through the chest up, stick the bum up. Feel for the stretch through the inner thigh. Sit the hips down and back up. A few more times. Sit the hips down and up. Down. Keep pointing the toes up, it's really important. And up, that is what's creating the stretch. Inhale onto the left side. The stretch a little disappears here. Bring it down. Inhale, open onto the right side, right arm up. And the stretch becomes even more intense. Hold it here. Release. Walk your hands all the way to the left. Reach through the right arm further forward. Inner thigh and side body stretch here. Now walk your hands forward and over to the right hand down. Sweep the left arm over the head, reaching into the gate pose. Left foot is on the floor, push the hips forward. And now exhale, big half a circle, sit the hips down and reach forward. 2 more times. Inhale, lift up, push the hips forward, strong glutes, the chest is open. And exhale, sit down. Inhale, lift up 1 more time. Use the strength of the core, slowly come up. Hands on to the opposite elbows. Slightly push the hips forward, lift through the chest up. Easy but challenging back bend. And come back to the center. Step the left foot forward. Coming into the low kneeling lunge. Sinking through the hips down. Lifting through the chest up. A few moments here. Breathe in. Breathing through the tightness that we might all feel through the hips, especially through the front of the right hip here. Inhale, reach through the arms up. Exhale, sweep the arms back, half splits, coming a little closer to the left leg. Inhale, back and up. Exhale. Inhale, lift up. And exhale. And now let's hold it here. Flex into the left foot. Find the length through the back. Very good. Shift forwards. Inhale, step it back, plank through the vinyasa. And downward facing dog. Bring the knees down and we'll go for an easy camel pose waves. So the hands will be sliding slightly through the back of the legs, as deep as we can go. And then from here, sitting the hips a little down and rounding into the back, hands closer to the knees. Let's go. Inhale. Exhale with your breathing. One last time. Feels good. Come back up into downward facing dog. Inhale, reach through the right leg up. Exhale, step it through. Come forward into the lunge. If necessary, your hands are on the blocks. Deep inhale as you find the length, as you sink the hips down. Exhale, wide pyramid. Straighten the right leg and come closer to the right thigh. Inhale, come up, high crescent lunge. Find the balance. Strong legs. Exhale, wide pyramid one more time. This time flex the front foot. Shift forward, both of your hands to the left of the right foot. Let's go for a quad stretch. I do this stretch every single time I practice, and every time it still feels intense. So all we can do is just to stay patient, breathe, give it some time. Wonderful. Release. We'll come back up into one-legged downward facing dog with the right leg up. And from here, we'll softly drop into the wild thing. So open through the hips, step the right foot behind your back on the tippy toes, lift through the hips and through the chest up. From here, step your right foot forward across the left leg, bring the hips down and fold forward over the left leg. So we're here in a half shoelace, half seated forward fold, feeling the stretch through the back of the left leg. We'll do this one more time. Inhale, lifts the hips up. Step the right foot behind the back on the tippy toes, lift up. Step the foot across, sit the hips down, and let's take a little longer here. Face into the back of the mat, right knees on top of the left. You might feel a stretch through the outer hip on the right side. Keep the foot flexed. Extend as close towards your legs as possible. Some of my favorite hamstring stretches, calf stretches, because this bent knee gives us the extra pressure to straighten the leg out. So actually no other assistance is necessary. Our body is doing everything that we need it to do. Wonderful. We'll come up into the wild thing one more time. Left hand down, right foot down, lift the hips up, step the right foot behind, the back open up. And from here, we'll step the right foot all the way to the front of the mat. And we'll come into the side lunge on the right side. Your hips can be higher. You can place a block under your hips. Open the right knee to the side, open the left knee up. Hold it here for a moment. Any variation here that feels good to you. Extending the arms out. One more breath. Now, sit the hips to the floor. Drop the right knee inside. Adjust the foot if necessary. Right hand is next to the right foot. And now we'll lift the hips up in this modified one-legged camel pose. And we'll open through the chest. Hold it here, beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sit the hips down. Place the right foot down, lift the right knee up, lift the booty up and off the floor. Nice transitions. Well done. Place your hands down and wiggle into the lizard lunge. If necessary, use the blocks or remain on your hands. We'll take just a few breaths here. Close your eyes, so that you can let go of the distractions even better, so that you can bring your attention into your body. Come up onto the hands. Let us go through a vinyasa. Step back into the plank. And downward facing dog. Let's do this sequence on the left side straight away. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step it through. In between your hands, if necessary, slide your feet slightly wider apart. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, wide pyramid. Press the foot into the floor. It may give you a nice stretch through the top of the foot as well. Inhale, come up. High crescent lunge. Sink the hips a little bit lower. And exhale, come back into the wide pyramid. Flex the foot. Lengthen through the back. The chin is reaching forward. Reach forward. Right knee to the floor. Quad stretch. Left hand towards the right foot. Patience. Breathing. No resistance. Visualizing that you're melting, you're surrendering to the stretch. Yes, not holding it back. Love this stretch, even though it is intense. Release. We'll come into one-legged downward facing dog, left leg up. Dropping into the wild thing, bend the left knee, place the foot behind the head, find the strength through the back of your body. Lift through the chest up, hips up. Slowly come out to neutral position and step the left foot forward and across. Sit the hips down, wrap the knees one over the other, fold over the legs. Repeat, make your way out, right hand down, step the left foot back, wild thing. Come out, step the left foot across. Sit the hips down, half shoelace, half seated forward fold. Both of your hips are on the mat. We are melting down. Hold it here a little longer. Let's lift up into the wild thing one more time. Coming up. Stepping the left foot behind you. Open. And now step the left foot all the way forward to the front of the mat. Big step. And come on to the left side into the side lunge. Hold it here for a moment. Opening the hips. Left knee pushing it away, inner thigh stretch. Sit the hips down, bring the left knee inside, if necessary just the foot, left hand next to the left foot, lift through the hips up, open through the chest, hold it here. 1, 2, 3, strong glutes, 4, 5, bring the hips down, bring the left knee up, hips up, shift forward, and the lizard lunge. A little time here. Every time when we slow down, we think that it will get easier, but it's a different kind of difficulty here that we face. It's the effort that it takes to be completely still in an uncomfortable position and to be able to fully connect to the breathing. Our breathing is really the most helpful thing there is. It helps us to treat our mind better, give the time to the mind to let go of these thoughts and really find the peace. Slowly come out, step it back, plank, vinyasa. And And let's shift back into the child's pose. If you prefer, take a downward facing dog. Come up, downward facing dog. Walk the feet forward. Make your way down onto the mat. Extend your legs in front of you. Let's take a seated forward fold. To make it easier, you can always simply sit up on a blanket or a pillow. Lifting the hips up will allow you to extend farther forward with your back straighter, and that means you will create a better stretch through the hamstrings. If necessary, soften the knees. And remember, it's not your forehead that is reaching down towards the knees. We are trying to bring the stomach towards the thighs. That is the most important connection. Stomach is lengthening over the thighs. Make your way back up, roll onto your back. Let's take a happy baby pose. We worked on inner thigh stretches, hip stretches, hamstring stretches, quad stretches, plenty of everything. Release, bring the knees towards the chest, hug them in nicely. And extend one leg down. And then the other, coming into the final relaxation pose of this practice. A few deep breaths, a few deep exhales. If necessary, wiggle it out. Move your jaw to make sure that you are not clenching your teeth together. Allow your lips to slightly come apart. Maybe wiggle your eyebrows to make sure there is no tension on the forehead or in between your eyebrows. And now begin to slowly let it all go once again during this practice. It's only you who knows what you need to let go of. And we all have something that has been on the mind, and that's something that didn't allow us to feel fully at peace. Any self-doubts, fears, certain emotions that don't even have a right to exist. These imaginary beliefs that we have. Right now it's so much easier to feel deeper, to relax deeper, to become quieter. Because there are fewer distractions, fewer tension in the physical body. So honor this time so that we can continue with the day feeling happier. You can stay in Shavasana for as long as you feel like, for as long as the time allows. And if you're ready to finish this practice, begin to slowly move your fingers and toes. Reach your arms up and give yourself a nice stretch. Roll onto the right side of your body. And make your way back up into the cross-legged seated position. Take a moment here to notice how you feel. Inhale, reach through the arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. The light within me honors the light within you. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Thank you so much for your time, for your beautiful energy, and for all your efforts. I hope you're going to have a beautiful day ahead of you, whether it's morning or evening time. I hope now you can smile a little bit happier. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to press that like button, subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss on all the future uploads, and I cannot wait to see you on the mat again. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself and much love. Bye.